Well, hello there, royal people. So good to be with you again. This is your regular dose of royal news and analysis. But before we go ahead with today's news, let me take this opportunity, open my heart, and say a big thank you for all your love and support. Your consistent encouragement means the world to us. So, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe to our channel so that you stay updated on all matters royal. And, of course, ring that bell to stay updated on our new videos. Now, let's get into today's video. The former royal butler Paul Burrell has come out against the recent visits of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. He has asked the Foreign Office to make sure UK High Commissions are left in no doubt that such visits are private and not official royal engagements. Mr. Burrell explained his exasperation, claiming that the couple is out to remove the shine that has always surrounded such visits when members of the royal family travel to the Commonwealth countries. He particularly mentioned the recent trip to Nigeria, which he implied was a calculated move aimed at enhancing their public image. He spoke to GB News on the couple's charitable foundation, Archewell, and the whirlpool of scandal it keeps finding itself in. In an interview with GB News, Burrell said that the charity spends a lot of money, has lots of expenses, and its transparency is suspicious. Archewell seems to be awash with controversy at the moment, so it's making lots of noise. Burrell has explained that it does not look well for a charitable foundation when on one side, the money that is coming in is dropping while the expenses increase. He added that this action was damaging the reputation of Archewell, and hence more accountability and transparency need to be injected into the causes they are running. Not only that, but Burrell also spoke about the couple's upcoming Netflix projects, calling them a strategic move in a pitch to still retain relevance on the world stage. He added that the projects were interesting in themselves, and the mere fact that they projected themselves as royal raised many questions as to why they portrayed themselves as such even after getting down from their royal duties. Burrell continued to conclude, saying that is their USP, that is their unique selling proposition. According to him, their royal image is the reason for public and media interest. They have got to keep the mantle of being royal and being relevant, and that is their USP. Without that, there's nothing else, Burrell said. He repeatedly pointed out the way the Duke and Duchess of Sussex present and project themselves, comparing it with other members of the royal family, saying they still are not that and do not have the same responsibilities. Their official visits are paid much harder to understand, as well as the context of why they pay them, Burrell suggested. Burrell reiterated that there must be no ambiguity between the couple's status and the status of the visits to the Commonwealth countries from the Foreign Office. Now the Foreign Office should keep their eye on this because they should be advising the High Commissioners in all Commonwealth countries and telling them that this is not a royal visit, he reiterated. It would prevent the risk of sending an incorrect and misinterpreted message or representation through differentiating official royal visits from personal engagements, according to Burrell. Accordingly, he outlined that the playing of the national anthem during, for instance, their visits was a kind of breach of protocol because it traditionally accompanies a royal visit. In that sense, according to Burrell, such welcoming gestures are inappropriate, misleading to suggest that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are still royal representatives, although it was official that they stepped down from their royal duties. In a general sense, as Burrell pointed out, such practices may mislead others to believe that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are still royal persons to whom they should conduct such official duties as royal persons, although they have already separated from their royal family. In that sense, he outlined that this is also important to draw a line to protect official royal engagements, and there should not be confusion over the status and role of the Duke and Duchess at the moment. In that sense, he said, it's not only embarrassing for them, it's embarrassing for the world and certainly embarrassing for our country. Finally, Burrell said that the royal family should step in and, at the same time, that the king should admonish his son about his engagements when visiting the Commonwealth countries. I think the king should have something to say to his son about his son's position on such a public platform in a Commonwealth country, Burrell strongly repeated. As for any member of the royal family, his is not an exception, and as the public continues to debate the nature of the relationships that it has with its top head people, the same is with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Their behavior and wordings have become subjects in the debate of complications and dynamics within the monarchy. This has not been a home interest but rather an international interest. Observers and commentators wait to see which the shape of events that will come to form the future of the royal family's influence across the Commonwealth. It's a stage set against a background of taking up tradition. Now, what do you think of this issue, everyone? Comment down below on your thoughts and let me know. Your reactions are important, and I really cannot wait to hear what you think about this interesting development. So, we have to just stand by, dear guests, and see if it will really happen. And if you never want to miss any of my sizzling updates about royals, like this one, do subscribe and press the bell icon. It's that simple. Thank you very much for watching and showing interest in these royal matters.